The building that was open the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from Nashville. Here's Bryce Oliver. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. Leading them out, the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
I look at Cam and I just see such an experienced, sturdy dude. Life experience all over the place in college, all across the country. And because of it, I think Tennessee wanted to build around him. A big part of why they took him 1-1. This guy's gritty, he's tough, and he is sturdy.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They gain 14 on the play, and that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
First down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, here's Ward. Escapes the pocket.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I say this as well like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
2nd and 3 now. Now Ward's going to hang on to it. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Coming now from the Titans on this 4th down. On comes Johnny Hekker. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
And the Texans, first down. A gain of 1 yard.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. This is ahead for about 5. Monty Hooker with the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
One quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Again, it's Chubb. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
There's a counter give to Chubb. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Collins got it left side. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They give inside to Chubb. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Sebastian Joseph Day on the stop.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Texans would take the lead with a score. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Set up for the kickoff. Oliver with the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That one hits for 30. And the Titans will have a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Now a toss, it's Pollard. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throw it deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard
line. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He has the Tennessee touchdown. The Titans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Texans and Christian Kirk headed back onto the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. really starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Stroud throwing here on first. And the Titans rush is going to win this rep. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. He's back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. Texans to the line, first and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. From the gun, Marks gets it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down, it's a run with Marks. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's Chubb up the middle. Trucks a defender. He's across the 20, still going. And they finally get to him at the 15. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down, they're going to stick with Chubb. Now he is stopped just before he can get the score, tackled inside that 1-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Oliver with the return. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. On him quick, and they bring him down. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. They're going play action. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And It's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. Spins out of one side. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. So we're through 3 here. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Man in motion, out of the slot. Enough to Chubb to start the drive. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to throw it. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They are running from the gun with Chubb. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're going to pass it here. The right side hauled in by Collins. And he will have the Texans first down there, and the celebrations can begin now down on that sideline.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Houston.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So the Texans come away with their own win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us. D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Nashville.